So let us start. Shall we revise once so that we'll get the link? We are discussing models of neuron. We started from basic biophysics tools. So these are four basic biophysics tools which are used for modeling the neuron. Fick's law for diffusion of charge particle, then Ohm's law for drift of charge particle, then Einstein's relationship, and the space charge neutrality. So we started from diffusion of uncharged particle in aqueous solution. Here we considered one glucose molecule that is uncharged particle and how it moves across the concentration gradient. And so we tried to derive the rate of flow for this glucose molecule. So it is defined by this equation. Then we learn to develop to find out rate of flow for drift of charge particles in aqueous solution. For this, one extra thing is like we have dissolved a salt in water and applied electric field, and then we derived this equation for rate of flow of this charge particles, Na plus and Cl minus. Then we studied Einstein's relationship, that is d by mu is equals to kT by q. Then we in a further stage we learn equilibrium in one ion system where this membrane, for this example, we consider that this membrane is permeable only to potassium ion and water, not to chlorine. So for this, we derived equation. We have used Fick's first law for drift and diffusion all. So total flow rate calculated, and equilibrium, for equilibrium, this flow rate equate. Drift and diffusion equate, and then from that we got this Nernst equation like V2 minus V1, which gives us the voltage difference in terms of the concentration gradient. And again I have shared this example with you. So now in a further stage we want to discuss Donan equilibrium, where for this example, for this learning, we are going to consider one example. And in this example, the tank is divided by a membrane. This tank, consider a tank, and this tank is divided by a membrane. And this membrane is permeable to not only potassium but also chlorine ions also. Both potassium and chlorine, both charged ions, but not to a large organic ions like R plus, any organic ions. So general term used for organic ion is R. So that's why it is permeable to K plus and Cl minus, but not to any organic ion. So now in this case, let us see how we can calculate this. Sorry. So here our total flow rate, that is a J for K, is nothing but it's an equivalence of diffusion as well as the drift. Okay, so that's why we have equated both. Same for the Cl, diffusion plus drift. Okay, and it is, this membrane is not permeable to R plus or large organic ion. So that's why the flow rate for R is 0, right? So from this from this we have calculated this Nernst equation, that is V2 minus V1 is equals to KT minus KT upon ZQ log of K plus to second side upon concentration of the K plus to first side. This is what the Nernst equation we had derived from this flow rate. Okay, so now for K plus, Z is equals to plus 1 and Z is equals to minus 1 for Cl minus. Okay, so if we will substitute for K plus, the Z is equals to plus 1, and for Cl minus, this z is equals to -1. So for k plus, this equation becomes v2 minus v1 is equals to minus kt upon q log of this concentration of k plus to second side upon concentration of k plus to first side or one side of the membrane. So now this similarly we can write the equation for Cl minus, substituting z is equals to -1. So for Cl minus it becomes this minus plus minus minus upon minus, so it becomes plus kt upon q log of this for Cl minus. I'm sorry, there is a mistake in writing this equation. For Cl minus, it should be 1 by 2, and for K plus, it is 2 by 1. Okay, and here also, it should be, this K plus should be here, Cl minus should be here. I'll just correct and then we'll upload the corrected presentation on the, we'll update the corrected presentation on Google Classroom. But here we can't judge whether V2 minus V1, this potential difference is positive or negative. Okay, you can't judge whether it is positive or negative, right? So because we yet do not know the concentration, whether K plus is more or Cl minus is more, correct? So therefore V2 minus V1 for K plus and V2 minus V1 is equals to V2 minus V1 for Cl minus, because of that concentration. Okay, so if you will equate these two, or kt by q get cancelled for both the cases. Okay, so here we got that concentration and not only kt by q get cancelled, but also there is a only difference is of the minus sign if we will equate, so that can be compensated by reversing our concentration. Okay, so that's why after equating you get that your concentration of k plus to second side upon, or this ratio 2 to 1 ratio of for k plus is equals to 1 to 2 ratio for Cl minus, and this relation is called as Donan equilibrium. This is called as a Donan equilibrium. We can even add some another ion such as divalent calcium ion in case of if we want to study action potential for the heart cells for heart. In that case Ca plus will be added, so that in that case also it is equivalent or it is similar to that Ca plus, Ca calcium ions. So this is the derivation of Donan equilibrium. I'll just give you 5 minutes and we will write down it again. The next concept we are going to study is nothing but a space charge neutrality. So what do you mean by space charge neutrality? Is nothing but number of positive ionic charge is equivalent to the number of negative ionic charge. That is, number of cations is equals to number of anions. So that is what is the space charge neutrality. There is an example based on this space charge neutrality in this book. You can go through that example. Let us move ahead to the next concept, that is voltage across a membrane with non-zero permeability for all ions. See how we are approaching towards a final model, towards final model for neuron. Okay, we started from a single ion, single like see non-ionic movement, then we have seen electric drift, then we started with a single ion, then double ion. Now this membrane, we are, for this example we are considering this membrane is permeable for all ions. Okay, Now for this, consider a tank, and this tank is divided by a membrane, and this membrane is permeable to potassium and chloride ions, I mean all ions, with a concentration difference, like mu k permeability of mu mu k is greater than the permeability of Cl. This is the assumption which we have used here. Okay, so now start. Using Fick's and Ohm's law, we can derive, or we have derived the total flow rate for K by using Fick's law and the Ohm's law. Similarly, the total flow rate for chlorine ion is also defined, the same one from which we started the previous one. Now here also Z is equals to +1 for K plus and -1 for Cl minus. And but we know a concept of a space charge neutrality. That is, number of positive ions is equals to number of negative ions. So by using the space charge neutrality, so number of positive ions is equals to the total number of the uh, negative ions. That is, number of K plus is equals to number of Cl minus. So if we will take derivative with respect to time for both these, so it becomes dk plus upon dt is equals to dCl minus upon dt. Okay, so if you will look at these equations, okay, if you will look at these equations, dk plus upon dt is equals to dCl minus upon dt. So that is, if you will look at this, jk is equals to jCl. The difference is dv by dx is same. Only difference is this one. Okay, and the mu. Okay, but so it becomes jk is equals to jCl. Therefore, if we will equate both equations, if we'll equate both, from that we can derive dv by dx. If we equate both equations, we can derive dv by dx. So this is the equation. After equating we get. So again, if we integrate it from left to right, left to right, yes. So it becomes Vr minus Vl, integrating from left to right. So Vr minus Vl is equals to, after integrating and after simplifying, this is what is the equation that you get. If note, if this mu k is equals to mu Cl, what will happen? This becomes 0. Mu k is equals to mu Cl, then this becomes 0. So your voltage becomes 0. Okay, so that's why the very first assumption in example itself, the assumption we have made that, or see here, mu k is greater than mu Cl. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? We'll again revise it. Okay, so we have considered a tank which is divided by a membrane which is permeable to potassium and chlorine ions, with mu k is greater than the mu Cl. Then this is the total flow rate from Ohm's law and Fick's law for K plus. Similarly, flow rate for Cl minus. For here, Z is equals to +1 for K plus and Z is equals to -1 for Cl minus. So we know the theorem of space charge neutrality, that is number of cations is equals to number of anions. So we are using this. So number of, or total number of K plus ions is equals to number of Cl minus ions. So if you take derivative of this, that is dk plus by dt is equals to dCl minus by dt. Now see, it's when I'm taking derivative with respect to time, it's nothing but rate of flow of ions. So how do you define the rate of flow? This is what we have defined, flow rate. We are saying it as a flow rate. Okay, so rate, it's nothing but the number of ions that are changing with respect to time. Definition of flow rate is this. If I consider that I don't know these equations, but I know that rate of flow. How do you calculate the rate of flow? It's nothing but dk plus by dt. This becomes a rate of flow for K plus, and this becomes a rate of flow for Cl minus. So from this we can say that this rate of flow is same, Jk is equals to Jcl. Now come to this equation, substitute this equation to Jk and Jcl. After substituting and after simplifying, just bring it in terms of say dv by dx is equals to something. So dv by dx is equals to kt by q into 1 upon concentration of KCl and this. Integrate it from left to getting. And this equation gives you a voltage or a potential difference for a case where the membrane is permeable to all ions. And in this case, we have considered that mu K is greater than the mu Cl, or permeability of K plus is greater than the permeability of Cl minus. Is it clear? Do you have any doubt, guys?